It's time for another new Kansas City Spotlight. Here's your host, Lauren Scott.
Lightspeed Systems has been serving schools for more than 2 decades, working hard to filter and protect students' online activity. I'm Lauren Scott, your host for Kansas City Spotlight, and today I'm joined by cybersecurity expert, Detective Rich Wistocki, to learn more. Good morning, Rich.
Good morning, Lauren. How are you today?
What are some of the most common issues you're seeing when it comes to kids and online safety?
Parents are suffering from a terrible disease called the Nmk Syndrome. Not my kid. So parents don't think that their kids would ever be involved in things like, predators, grooming, drugs, cyberbullying, things like that. So when I go and teach parents across the country for schools, it's so important that they understand that they are not only responsible for their kids' food, clothing, shelter, and education, they're also responsible for their technology. And kids kind of fool them like they would never do anything wrong. It's a proven medical fact. Frontal cortex of our kids' brains can't handle what goes on social media. So parents need to be more involved, not only with their devices that they give their children, but also the devices that they get from their schools.
Tell me about the high-tech solutions schools are using to try and prevent school violence or even self-harm.
At Lightspeed Systems, it takes what they search for, what they communicate about, who they talk to, and what they're reading. And if it checks off boxes in their AI, actually a human person will read the alert and go to that school and say, hey, you have a student that's looking up ammunition, how to kill someone. You may want to do something about this with your social workers and or your SRO, which is so important to have an alert system in the monitoring, filtering software protocols in every school for the devices.
What advice would you give to parents when it comes to keeping their kids safe online at home?
Parents need to monitor their kids' devices, the devices that they give them, and also make sure the schools are monitoring the devices appropriately in order to effectuate and protect their mental health. If they're being cyberbullied, if they're doing any type of self-harm or violence, these alert systems will tell the parent exactly what to do.
Okay, all great information. Where can people go if they want to learn more?
Want to bring the school to lightspeedsystems.com, or if a parent wants to get an online tutorial or education, they can go to cyberparenting-101.com to get a full class on how to protect your kids on their devices and against drug abuse.
This Kansas City Spotlight has been paid for by Lightspeed Systems.